Okay. Okay. It is currently 7:01, so good afternoon. Basically, a couple weeks ago, this man was in customer service. It was kind of late. Maybe like 8 something. And our customer service isn't closed until 9, right? So people still walk in normal. And this man was just standing there waiting for them to take care of him. Yes, I work customer service, but I was busy doing something else at the time. I was sorting out returns. And so we were the only ones in customer service, and therefore he started talking to me. Sorry if the camera changes, I'm replying to messages. But okay, so yeah, that happened, and he started talking to me. He started telling me about himself. He wanted me to guess his age. He was like in his 30s, I think. If you're watching this, I don't really remember. I was halfway paying attention to you. But yeah. So he told me how old he was, and then I don't remember the exact order, but in all the time we were there, he managed to tell me that he has 5 kids with 5 different mothers. I mean, if you have that many kids with different people, kudos to you. But apparently all of his baby mamas are crazy or something. And so yeah, that's why he left them, I guess, or I don't know, something. And then he said he had gotten custody of 2 of them, but then got sick of them, so give them back. And this whole time my head was like, why are you talking to me? Why are you telling me this? But he kept going. He told me he had a felony, which is why he couldn't work at a Walmart. And then he told me that he asked me if I was married. I told him no. And then, because I'm not married. And then he just, yeah. He basically told me all of that. Then I was hoping and praying they'd hurry up with his, whatever it was they were looking up for him. Like, I was over it. And then they finally took care of him. And as he was leaving, he handed me a piece of paper. Me, being stupid, I just thought it was trash. And then I saw writing, and me, being chismosa, opened it and read it. And inside, it had his name, and it said that I can text or call him at blah 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 number, and that I should let him take me out sometime. And after I processed what I had just read, I was like, why in the world would I? He knew I was 18. Anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, that happened. And I mean, I just let it be. I posted it on my Snapchat. Well, not like the number stuff. I posted the story on the Snapchat. And that was it. That was the last I saw of him. Until, I guess like a week ago-ish. Or a week and a half ago. And then he was like, I was in customer service again. And I had to tend to him. My job. And he was like, oh, hey, I remember you. Do you remember me? I'm the guy you never called. And I was like, yeah, I remember you. He's like, well, I'm guessing you're married. And I was like, no, but I have a boyfriend. And then he was like, I have a girlfriend too. So yeah, and I was like, okay. And then I just took care of his return and left it at that. Then he came back a couple days ago, and then he told me that he had, I didn't notice it was him because I usually don't pay attention to who I'm taking care of, who's in my line, none of that. Like, I just kind of look up to see how many bodies there are, and yeah. Okay, anyway, so he was in my line again, and I can't like tell him to go away, you know? So I tended to him, and I tended to him, and I mean, it was basic return. And then he told me that he didn't have a girlfriend anymore. And I was like, okay. Apparently the girl had been talking to her, baby daddies, right? And to me, that seemed like a completely normal thing. I mean, don't you have to like check up on your kids and stuff like that? Or if there's situations that have to be handled or decisions that have to be made. So I was like talking to her baby daddies, and then he was like, she was fucking them, and I was like, oh, oops. And yeah, so yeah, that's it of that story. And then, okay, anyway, so today I had another return, right? And so the guy went to me, okay? There was 2 of us open, but they had like a situation on that side, not necessarily with the other customer service person, but they did have an issue in that area. So apparently he just said he was just gonna come to me. So he came to me, and as he set down his stuff, like, I'm just trying to get it done, you know, because my boo was right next to me handling that situation. And I just wanted to look at him because they made us wear these, made him wear all of this Christmas stuff, and it was just funny looking at him. And as I'm doing this man's return, he looks at me and he's like, wow, you're very beautiful. Mind you, this man is like 40, 50 years old. He's big, scary, like, I don't know, okay? So yeah, that's what he tells me. And I had to say thank you because, you know, I gotta talk to the person. So the whole time I'm handling his returns, he is nonstop talking to me. Like, he kept going about how beautiful I was and asked me where I was from. He asked me if I was from Argentina. Then he asked me if I was from Belize. Then he told me that Belize was this beautiful, beautiful place. And he just kept going, okay? These eyeliners are like not it. But yeah, he kept going and he was telling me all of this. And he's like, it's a beautiful place. I'm sure you and your people are from there. And I was like, no, we're from Mexico. And then he was like, oh, Viva Mexico. And I was like, yeah. Oh, I'm editing the video right now as I'm doing my makeup for today. But He also asked me if I had any kids, and when I told him no, he proceeded to tell me that I would make some really beautiful children. He told me that I had, he asked me if this was my real hair, this mess you see on camera. And I said yes, because it's my real hair. And then he was like, oh wow. He's like, you have really pretty hair. And I was like, thank you. And then he's like, he asked me how old I was. And I told him I was 18. Oh, there's a little fuzz. Anyway, so I told him I was 18. And then he's like, oh, you should become a model. And this whole time, I'm just like, why isn't this computer working faster? It was like, my cousin, she recruits models, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I can give her your number, or I can tell her to come contact you. And I was like, no, I'm okay. He's like, you'd be really good at it. I'm like, come on. And I was like, no. And he was like, all right, I understand. Y luego, I finally finished with the return. I was like, thank the Lord. So I finally just look up for once in my life at this man again, from like since I started it. And I gave him a receipt and I say, thank you, have a nice day. Y en eso, he as I look up, he's like, wow, are those your real eyes? Pues qué chingada madre son. Like, no tengo contactos, tengo una pinche peluca. Like, what the fuck? And then they just, oh my god, like, I have no idea how much it irritates me for people to be talking to me. And again, the way he said it was in a very uncomfortable manner, and I did not appreciate it, because he just kept going on, and I cannot leave that situation. And to y'all, it may seem normal, as it did whenever I explained it to one of my managers, and she was like, oh, you should appreciate compliments like that because you won't get them anymore. And me and my friend were just like, no, that's not okay. Like, it's not okay at all. I was like, I don't need any type of compliments. I don't need to feel good by anyone else telling me I look good. Like, if you want to compliment me, that's okay. But one is enough. You don't have to keep going. You don't have to try to freaking sequestrar me by telling me all this. No, like, no. Like, I can't. I'm too scared to even say what time I get off because I'm scared that people around me are listening to me. And that's not something I appreciate or enjoy. Oh, wow, that's really light. But yeah. So that happened. And it bothers me so much to where I actually bought myself a ring / engagement / wedding ring. And hold on, let me show it to you in a second. Okay, got it. So I went to the mall and I took my sisters, and one, I went because I was looking for a ring, and two, the other reason I went was because my other sister had been saving up her money that she gets from doing chores. Mind you, I don't get that money, but she gets money for doing her chores. And yeah, so we went. They allowed me to go. I was off that morning because they decided to call me in later that day. But as I said, I was off that morning. People. And I just we decided to go to the mall. So we went to Pandora. Wow, I look stupid. But we went to Pandora. And as we were looking at the ring display on the outside, wasn't on the outside, it had a glass, but it had a display behind the glass. And as you know, whenever like lights hit like certain like jewelry, they look really pretty. You can't get it on camera really, but in person with those lights, they look gorgeous. Okay, and I fell in love with this ring I saw for $75. But it was one of the prettiest rings I had seen. And we went in looking all around trying to find this ring. And as Stephanie and I, whenever we went almost all the way around, we saw it again. Well, my sister saw her ring. And then the lady came to help us. And yeah. So as she was trying on her ring, my sister had said she liked another ring, and at that moment I decided that I was gonna buy them rings as their early Christmas present. One, I'd get it out the way, and two, I felt bad taking them there and them looking and not being able to afford something, you know, because they don't work. So I took them, and I was like, you know what, just pick one, I'll pay for it. And so they did. They chose one. And then I ended up actually getting the ring that I saw. And the whole purpose of the ring, I had been looking for a ring forever, right? The whole purpose of it was because I wanted to wear it during work so that there'd be less of a chance of people hitting on me, you know? And honestly, it's worked. I've only gotten hit on, let's see, I get hit on 1 to 3 times a day now. I think that's pretty big accomplishment. The first day I wore it, I got 1. Yesterday I got 2, and today I got 3. People trying to hit on me, but that's better than every other day, actually. And I was so happy, like, and it is so pretty. Look, hold on. Got at Pandora. Let's see if you can see. And I am in love with this ring. It has little diamonds right here, and then the way the jewel is cut is so pretty. You can't see it, but I love this ring. And it has like a crown decoration. It's not focusing. But the way it has it right here is sitting on a crown, and on the inside of the ring, it has a little heart. And when you put it on, when you put it on, like, it is my favorite thing in the world. So I wear that to work, and like I said, it's been working really well. Okay, like, I love it. I love having it. It's nice. And it gives me something to mess with whenever I'm feeling like anxious or stuff like that, you know? Yes, it's nice for people to compliment you, but when it gets to the point that it makes you feel uncomfortable, then you yourself know how they're saying that. You're the one who was there. You're the one who feels like we know the difference, you know? And I just really did not appreciate it at all. But it's not like I can hold up a sign saying, hey, don't talk to me, you know? I wish I could. But así es la vida, so yeah. This lighting makes this makeup look weird. Today was like super chilly. It was like 30, 40s. And here in Texas, you don't really get that weather. So everyone was like all bundled up. Everyone had layers of clothing on. My dad works outside, and my mom recorded him taking off his well, not taking it off, but like unzipping his jacket. It was with the jacket he had underneath, unzipping the other jacket he had underneath, showing the other shirt he had, unbuttoning the other shirt he had, then the other shirt, and the other shirt, and the other shirt, and then finally his undershirt. And then he was like, wait, that's not all. And then he showed my mom all the layers of socks he was wearing. Oh, I felt so bad. And me being stupid, he always reminds us to bring a jacket. Every single time it's gonna be chilly, anytime it's gonna rain, he reminds us. And do I ever listen? No. So whenever I walked outside, because I was running late, whenever I walked outside and the air me pegó, I almost died. Because this is what I was wearing. This little thingy. That's all I had on. And oh my Jesus. And I still needed to go into the store, buy some tampons and a lip balm, and then go all the way back to the car. I park far. I go all the way back to the car, again without a jacket. And then walk back inside. And oh my gosh, my fingers were freezing. I wanted to die. I felt so bad for anyone who had to stay outside, because yo no soy friolenta. Like, I don't get cold. I don't say I'm cold. I don't bring jackets ever. I died. But yeah, maybe that's not cold to you. If anyone out there is watching this, highly doubt it. But if anyone not from here is watching it, yeah, that's killer for... I dropped the ring. That's killer weather for me, at least, and everyone else who was bundled up. But yeah, that's what happened today. I don't know if I want to go in or not. I guess I'll just clean it up just a little. But yeah, that's what happened today. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Also, sorry, I had to move the camera because I replied to my friend real quick. But she is on Tinder, and apparently she matched with this guy, and I was so like, their conversation seemed harmless. Gotta watch out for my girl. And I saw it, and I was like, what does he look like? Is he real? Like, let me see. And so she showed me, and when I tell you that her and this boy, whoever you are, would make some cute babies, I'm not even kidding. Oh my Jesus. She's Asian. I'm not gonna say what exactly she is so that it's not obvious, but she's Asian, and her the person she was talking to is Asian and looks of some kind of Asian descent. Like, I don't know about you, but all the Asian babies I've seen, I have absolutely fallen in love with. I love babies. Like, I will stop to look at a baby. That is the only time I will talk to a customer, is if they have a kid. Or if they're with my friends, or if they're super nice, or if I need to translate for that customer. And oh, I love me some Asian babies. They're so cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out. And I told my boyfriend, he was like, just because they matched on Tinder. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, Asian babies are the cutest things in the world. They're so cute to me. They're so adorable to me. But yeah. Oh yeah, beauty tip. My friend and his mom watched my video. He was one of the first people that watched it. And besides all the love I got, I am so thankful for all of you. Well, the ones who did watch it, and the people I don't know who watched it, thank you. if you manage to sit through all of it, because my own sister told me she only watched like half of it. But for someone to even watch it, like to honestly give it time of day, to spend the 25 minutes, I think it was like 25 minutes, watching that video, like watching my boring self for that long, it just like warmed my heart, you know? And so, yeah, he watched it with his mom. And the beauty, again, back to the beauty tip. The beauty tip was that whenever like I was doing this, as I usually do to blend out the concealer on my face, she said that whenever you use this on, it's like putting a lot of force on my face, which makes sense. If you already knew, I didn't. Again, I don't know much about makeup, but it puts too much force, so it's better to use like these two to do everything, because it's softer, it won't be as rough on your skin. And yeah, so thank you, Eli's mom. I appreciate you, I love you. And yeah, someone also commented on the curls I have in front of my ear, and for someone to like notice that, like I myself only noticed it because I was like so scared of like putting something out there that I was trying to pay attention to every single detail, and that's how I noticed it. But usually I wouldn't notice something like that watching someone else's video, and someone commented about it, and I don't know, it warmed my heart that someone like paid attention that much to me when they didn't have to. I'm not exactly sure who it was, but thank you. And then my friends themselves told me they were gonna go subscribe, that they were gonna watch it right now. Yeah, like y'all warmed my heart, so thank you. Also, if you have any tips for creasing, I think it's just this concealer, because they're very, very drying on me. I've tried using a wet sponge, I've tried using a finger, I've tried using, like, you know, fingers. I tried using sponges, tried using brushes, and it's always the same result, the creasing. For those of you who think my makeup looks flawless from far away, when you look here, like there's major creasing, major like random streaks here. Then my pores are open right here. This again looks weird on camera with my homemade ring light. Not even homemade. There's gaps in my liner that is now like super faded because I put powder on it. They're not even at all. They may look like it, but trust me, they're not. And yeah, that's it. It's the same thing for all of my pictures. I put filters on sometimes. Again, it tells you if I have a filter on. Well, on Instagram. On Snapchat, the filters are pretty obvious, so you'd know if I was wearing a filter. Yeah, no, my makeup skills are not good. And then people will comment about how that they love it or that I look pretty. And again, I love the love, but they don't, or that they want me to teach them how to do makeup. But trust me, I do not know a lot about makeup. So if you have any tips on makeup, please let me know. Brands, something, tips on life, I'll take those because I need them very badly. I need them. I forgot to breathe. Okay, back. But yeah, there's nothing else really interesting happened today besides us getting Christmas thingies. The CSMs, those are the the managers, the front end managers, customer service managers, they had like lucecitas, the lights. Some associates stole those. They had this weird looking hat. They had these. He still had everything else on, and it just made me laugh and smile every time I saw him, because like I was taking care of customers and I was watching them put everything on him on the other like register, and it was so funny to me. Like the customers were like, why is she laughing? What is she looking at? And I tried to record him, but like the line, for some reason, like it was calm today, but every time I wanted to take a picture of him, it was like busy. I was just like, why? Oh yeah, let me show you my name tag. Look how cute. It is so adorable to me. I love it. I fell in love with it. Yeah, so I got this, and again the headband. They look like little snowflakes, but really it's the Walmart logo, and it's red. So I think I'm going to wear the red lipstick that everyone loves. Like I've worn it like 3 times, and every single time, like especially like even customers, they'll be like, wow, I love it. Or they're like, I can't pull that off. I'm like, in my head I'm like, yes you can. Like, I can't pull that off. Or like, where'd you get it? Which is it? This thing right here, I'm telling you, is beautiful. This thing, my lips are on the smaller, thinner side, especially if I smile, but this thing goes bam. Like, it's amazing. Okay, so then you can just line your lips, and this is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Mega Last Matte Lipstick. I own 4 other matte lipsticks like these, but these, while they are long lasting, they dry my lips out super bad. Like they dry out my lips, and I always forget lip balm. The only reason my lips don't look super cracked, oh they kind of do, but they don't look horrible, is because, oh I forgot to put on mascara, hold on, is because I bought that lip balm I was talking to. I said I bought with the tampons. But yeah, or did I say I bought them? I don't know, I can't remember what I said. But yeah, that's the only reason. But even without it, like, oh, this is the color 930B in Missy and Fierce. I'm gonna show you. It's a bomb ass color. I love red, but when I saw this one, I just wanted it, and it was super cheap, like super cheap. So anyone who wants it, you can buy it. It is a great color. I think it looks amazing on anyone. So if you think it's too much, trust me, you will look amazing in it. Like, I'm not even saying that just to say that. I feel like it would look really pretty on any skin tone. And again, if you want to wear something, just put it on. Like, the fuck? And if anyone wants to try to tell you something, be like, pause, turn around, and walk the other way. Oh, I just remembered. You know how I mentioned I was wearing this white shirt? Well, I managed to keep it clean all day. Well, for most of the day, right? Because I'm getting to that. I kept it on. I kept it clean, dealing with everyone's returns. I kept it clean. You know, I kept it clean. Even when I came home to eat, with my dog putting her paws on me. Me eating this guisado my mom made with the orange tint. Like, it could have splashed on me. But I was careful enough not to do that. And I went back to work with this being all beautiful. Wow, I have makeup on my contact. Okay. But yeah, I went back, and again, my shirt was spotless. Then me, being a dumbass, so I gave him a marker so he could sign them. And me being an idiot, not thinking ahead, as he was signing them, he tried to write on me and he missed the first time. And then he did it again and he got my shirt. He got my shirt right here with the marker. It doesn't smell anymore. It was one of those smelly markers. And I was like, bro. And then he was like, it's your fault. And then one of the other associates like, yeah, it's your fault. And they're like, yeah, it's your fault. And I was like, oh. I was offended. I was like, I was so sad. Like, I can usually keep these clean now that I'm older. But like, dang, you know, like I was so close to having it clean all day. And then he had to go. It's okay. I forgive you. It wasn't my fault. But okay. But yeah. I finally don't have to work. Thank the Lord. Tomorrow. Okay, so this is just a Maybelline New York Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner number 120 Enriched Chocolate. Okay. So just slightly line, overline, underline, however you like. This is always so funny to me. Like, wait. I hate myself. But I actually do. These are actually mine. I love them, to be honest with you. I think I just keep them on just to have them on. Just to make myself laugh. But yeah, they're super huge. Like, I can fit my whole hand in it. And my hands are huge. I have my dad's hands. But they are super duper heavy. I can't remember where I got them from. Oh, I got so scared. So this is what it looks like. Trust me, it's an amazing color. Yeah, okay. So I'm back with lipstick everywhere. Took me a lot of fixing, but that's the color. Yeah. So that's all that happened today, basically, and recently. Look at me looking bad with my earrings. Bad as an ugly. Fair. It's okay. Oops. I got the low battery notification. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch some YouTube videos and take this off. This will look super pretty with eyelashes, like fake eyelashes, but my eyelashes will have to do for now. I'm not trying to waste any. But yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to talk about, to be honest. I'm sorry if I'm a disappointment. But there's nothing new. Again, college dropout. But yeah, I'm gonna just take these off because they hurt. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye. See you later. It's 1 hour later without all the pausing and stopping. But yeah, bye.